What is good, y'all? It is a calm Tuesday morning. This is another episode of Life with a Guy Who Hates His Goddamn Job. And today, we are late again, like usual, because I'm late every day. Because, yet again, I hate this job. Very appreciative, very thankful, because I get to at least live paycheck to paycheck and pay my bills and drive this, decent car. There's things to be grateful for, but damn, what is it like to wake up and live a dream? You know what I mean? To wake up and live your dream, or at least wake up and have a job that you actually enjoy, right? And, the money isn't always the issue, you know what I mean? Sometimes budgeting is the issue, which I failed to realize, or I actually failed to realize this up until a couple months ago. I downloaded Rocket Money, funny enough, and it actually helped me save a lot of money. This isn't an ad, by the way. This is not an ad. I just downloaded Rocket Money, and it helped me save a lot of money. And, but still, living to paycheck isn't always the job's fault. Sometimes it's budgeting. And, obviously, if you look at me, if I wasn't to get a lineup and my hair done and stuff, imagine how much money I probably would have been saving throughout these years. Like, if I had just had like a regular low cut, Caesar, no locks, no maintenance, I probably wouldn't really have to deal with me worried about my pockets. And, I'm driving a car, so I gotta get gas probably twice a week sometimes, especially because I drive back and forth from the city on the weekends. So I gotta spend money on this damn car too. Speaking of that, I gotta go on this paycheck to paycheck lifestyle. I gotta go get winter tires, and also I have to go get an inspection because my inspection is overdue. It's February. I got my inspection last year in January, so now more money to spend. You see, there's always money to spend, but they ain't paying us more. You telling me tariffs, inflation, cost of living goes up, but the pay rates stay the same or even get lower? And then you want people to show up to work every day. This is why people are trying to become influencers and starting their own brands, because they realize that America is a trap. You know what I mean? There's nowhere else to go. I saw something interesting. It was like, I know this obviously isn't true, but it was talking about how Canada's going to open up its borders to people with master's degrees. I'm not going to lie. I got accepted into a master's program. I might have to fuck around and find out, because, not saying things might be better in Canada. When you look on the internet and you see people talk about how it's better in Canada, people in Canada be like, yo, you don't want to come over here, buddy. You don't want to see what we got. So it's like, damn, is it really worth it? Or should I just live? You know what I mean? Funny enough, this is a theory that I have. And this honestly isn't just a theory I created. It's a theory that I'm pretty sure a lot of other people believe. That Earth is living hell. Now, you can either make your hell a little bit better, or you can make it worse. But where else, especially if we were gonna reference the Bible, even though I'm not really a religious guy, where else is there suffering 24/7? As soon as you pop out the womb, suffering. Why the hell are kids getting jaundice as soon as they pop out the womb? Kids getting cancer. Suffering as soon as you come out the womb. Where else are you suffering 24/7? Even if you're having a great day, you're thinking about something happened, you got some grief, you got a bad memory. Suffering is 24/7. Sorry, I had to clock in. But yeah, where else are we suffering 24/7? You know what I mean? When I go to work and I sit down, it's like the moment I sit down in that chair, it's a countdown to the rest of the day. Till 5. And everybody feels like that. Like when you go to this office, it's gloomy because everybody is like, yo, I don't want to be here. I'm doing work I don't want to do. I'd rather be doing something else. And it's just the disparity of waking up or being born in the hood. Like, imagine you're just born and you're like, wow, nice hospital. And they take you back to the hood. Your baby takes you back to the hood. Meanwhile, there's some kid who was born in the comfort of his own house because his mother had a midwife. And that kid's rich as hell. You know what I mean? It's such a luck of the draw. And, you know, where I lacked financially growing up, I had in love. You know, I had two parents who stayed together. They still together. I'm talking past tense. I have two parents who stayed together, loved each other, gave me a perfect example of love. And they were just great examples. Like, you know, I knew right from wrong from the very beginning. You know what I mean? I didn't have to struggle with the law, struggle with any legal issues. You know what I mean? So it's just where I lacked financially, I had in love. But there's some people who don't have anything. You know what I mean? So you can complain, but you can realize it can be a lot worse. And it's, you know, getting rich or growing up in the times coming, you know, that sounded pretty backdated the way I said that. It's getting harder and harder. When I graduated, looking for a job, Jesus Christ. It's like endlessly applying all day and getting no responses, working through agencies like Robert Half and other agencies. Imagine, and the job market's already terrible now. Imagine what it's going to be like for when I have some kids and they finally grow up and they getting out of college in like motherfucking 2048 or 2058 or something like that. Bro, this guy's riding a BMX bike up a hill in upstate New York. Bro, get a mountain bike or something, bro. You're really, I'm hating, I'm sorry. But yo, like, for real. Am I bugging? Am I bugging? Like, man. But yeah, we back on the way yet again for the umpteenth time going to this job that I hate. My car's on E. My car's on E. I gotta get gas. I have 22 miles left in my tank. I'm hoping my car works with me, you know, so I can get some gas, you know, on my brake or something. But yeah, my car's on E. 22 miles left. And yeah, we working with it today. We're working with it today, man. Life is lifing today. I tell you that. It's 40 degrees outside, which honestly is a blessing. Last couple days it's been 25. 25, bro. Like, yet again, another disparity. Because there's some kid out there that was born in Orlando or Cali that's never seen snow. So he's like, man, I wish I could experience that, you know? So it's all about being thankful. It is all about being thankful. Today we're worried about being thankful, but at the same time, I'm still gonna title this video "Man Who Hates His Job," because God damn it, get me out of this job, please. Give me a better opportunity, something like I'm not like, and it's not even like I'm begging for it or asking for it. Like, I be working hard. I have a great resume. I got a college degree. I'm a hard worker, but the thing is that I don't want to work for nobody. I think about what Dame Dash said on the Breakfast Club a lot. Dame Dash was talking about, you gonna call another man daddy? And that's the same thing as when you call another man boss or your manager or something. You gotta explain to another man why you late to work. You gotta explain to another man why you can't make it today, why you got other responsibilities. As a man, you shouldn't, even as a person in general, as a woman, you don't have to explain nothing to nobody, bro. You know what I mean? You don't have to explain nothing to nobody. Only person you owe an explanation is yourself. If you can't explain your own actions to yourself, you're moving without a head. You're moving mindlessly, and you're not making the right decisions. You know what I mean? So, only person you owe an explanation to is yourself. So, like I said, in that situation, why would I want to work for somebody else when I can create something on my own? But Do I have the resources and the time to create something on my own without going hungry and putting my family's life at risk? No. And that's exactly what keeps us in the rat race. The fear of not being able to support oneself by chasing one's dreams and hitting rock bottom. Nobody likes to hit rock bottom, and nobody likes the road back to success. But I'm telling you, I'm here for it, yo. I'm here for it. If that means creating a video whenever I can, or even better, and shoot for the stars and shoot one every day, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it. Because one thing about jobs is that they're hire at will. They can fire you whenever you want, you know? Or funny enough, in this situation, this is the 2 days after the Luka Doncic trade. Just trade your ass away. You're averaging 28 points a game. You brought your team to the finals. You're the best thing since Dirk Nowitzki. And what they gonna do? Trade you for a 31-year-old center that has glass bones and paper skin. No loyalty. I can go to this job right now and they can fire me right there. They don't care if I live or die. So why would I want to give them my time? I don't want to. I have to. I gotta pay for stuff. I gotta pay for bills. I gotta eat. I gotta change my tires. I gotta pay for my insurance. I gotta keep myself looking right. And somehow I have not been able to sustain that by myself. I look at people my age doing real estate and investments and shit, and where am I? What am I doing? But comparison is the thief of joy. So I'm not going to compare myself. Instead, I'm going to take notes and see how I can do better. Holy shit, I just parked this car absolutely terribly. I hope nobody says anything. I actually took this woman's parking spot, but I think she's remote today too. I hope so. But yo, we're here. Let's walk inside.
Hey man, we came home and we at the break right now. This is what it's like to just go to work and then come home on your break, eat a little bit, you know. I was tempted to go get something to eat, but I don't got the money for that right now, you know? $20 at Jersey Mike's could really come in clutch later, or it looks better in your bank account when you're not spending money, man, you know. And I am in no position to be spending money right now, so. But yeah, we home on the break. You know, usually I would have rolled up a spliff and smoked this by now, but as of late, which I'm pretty proud of, I can say I have not been smoking like full-on blunts on my break anymore. I've cut that out. Like, I'm a lot more clear-minded throughout the day. You know, yeah, I'm still hitting the Benjamin, but you know, I'm not smoking an entire spliff. Speaking of the Benjamin, let me rip that bad boy right now. Got the Benjamin on me. Yup. But yeah, man, this is pretty much it. Pretty boring. Sometimes, you know, I will play some video games too. Like, we got the P5 right here. Tap into the stream if you guys ever want to. Cam Bucks Aplenty. Same thing, which is my TikTok. Guys, come in there and watch the stream. But yeah, you know, every day I come home, I kind of realize, like, man, where did I go wrong? And, you know, maybe I went right in a couple places too, like going to college and stuff. But so many people went to my college and they went out and they've got these big office jobs. These, you know, like, I'm looking at their Instagram story and they're in an office with these huge windows looking out at Midtown. And I'm like, damn, what are you doing in there? Why didn't I get that job? But like I said earlier, comparison is the thief of joy. And just because they've got that fancy office doesn't mean that their position isn't stressful as fuck. So, you know, speaking of stressful, I had a stressful ass day at work, bro. Oh my God. And the day's not even over. I left work for my break looking more tired than I did going to work this morning after waking up. And I wake up an hour before I need to get to work. I got to get to work by 9. I wake up at 8. I'm at the house by 8:50. And it takes me 15 minutes to get to work. So you already know. I'm 5 minutes. I'm at least 5 minutes late every day. Maybe 10. Which is terrible. But they don't notice, though. Or maybe I think they don't notice, and then one day they're gonna call me into the office and be like, "Hey, so we've noticed that you've been clocking in early but coming in late, and that's stealing time. We're gonna have to let you go." That'd be terrible. Because finding a job, especially in my field nowadays, if I get, God forbid this ever happens, but if I was ever to lose my job, I would have to go and work for Amazon immediately. Go get a job at Amazon, thug that out, and then while I'm working at Amazon, try to get an office job or something. But it's like, when you work at Amazon, taking a day off ain't that easy. You can't get an interview and then take that day off. You gotta get it approved. At my job where I'm at right now, I can take whatever day off I want as long as I give a day's notice. You know what I mean? And if it's a serious thing, I just use my sick time. So, you know, the job I have is very lenient with the time it gives me. So I'm very thankful for that. But, you know, speaking of lenient with time, I'm on an hour break right now. I'm at home. I get to come home every day for my break. So, like, that's a pro. But if I can find a job that pays me the same amount, but in NYC, I wouldn't mind taking that hour commute to the city. Wouldn't mind it. And, you know, I grew up in NYC, lived there for 20 years. Was born in NYC. Sorry, I dropped my lighter. I was born in NYC, born in the Bronx, born and raised. So going to NYC is not a problem. Taking the train to work, not a problem. Congestion pricing, not a problem. I'll park next to my old apartment in the Bronx. Take that trade down. Take it back up. I don't got a problem with that. Or if they give me enough money, congestion price in my ass, I'll be driving down there anyways. You know what I mean? You know, but I live in upstate New York. So, you know, funny enough, that's where people who want to get out of the city go. I'll tell you where they go right now. If someone's living in NYC and they want to get out of the city, there is 3 places they're going to go. Hold on. They're going to go to Pennsylvania. They're going to go to upstate New York. Or they're going to go to Florida. Yeah, right. You thought I would have said Jersey, right? No. People who live in New York understand that Jersey is expensive too. So why would they go to Jersey? Yeah, some of them might to get that suburban feel, but a lot of them just going straight down to Florida. The New York to Florida pipeline, crazy. Crazy. Especially from the Bronx. If you're Puerto Rican from the Bronx, your next destination in life is Florida. Either you're from Florida or from the Bronx. There's no, maybe another borough, but you're either from Florida or the Bronx. Keep it a buck with you. But, yeah, man. I think it's time to get back to work, which kind of sucks because I enjoy this. If I was able to just talk on the internet all day, maybe review some stuff, but the laptop I have right now, I can't even really, like, react to videos like that without it freezing. So, you know. But, yeah, man, I'm going to post one of these, hopefully once a week. Maybe once a day if I'm really, like, on top of it. But that's going to be hard. But, you know, I'm going to just do it anyways. So, yeah, man. It's time to get back to work in the office. It's time to drive back. Let's take one more hit off the Benjamin. Shout out to that Fulcrum guy. I love him, by the way. He's hilarious. If I ever blow up on YouTube, or if he ever sees this, hit me up for a collab. I know you're a father now, so, you know, time is limited, but you feel me? I'm down. But, all right. Let's get back to work, boys.
All right, y'all. We made it out of work. We clocked out, finally. Jesus. And you know what? You know what it's great about this time? It's starting to stay light outside. You know, it's not pitch black at 5 anymore. So now I can get back into some of my hobbies that involve me being outdoors. Like, might not look like it, but I'm actually a pretty good skateboarder. You know, I can do a couple tricks, and I think it's a good form of working out as well to go to the skate park and bust my ass a couple times on like a no slide 270 out or something like that. You know, something calm. You know, so yeah, it's not early enough yet. I want to say in about a month, or maybe end of February, I'll be back outside skating again, you know, at night, because it's still pretty light outside. The sun is just starting to set. You know what I mean? honestly, if I wanted to, I can go skate today. But it's 37 degrees, and that's just not happening. So, you know, I'm not skating in 37 degree weather. You know, just because it's light outside don't mean it's time to skate. You feel me? You know. But, yeah, man, we are out of work. And this starts our second half of the day, which I like to use it as my second half of the day, where it really is the start of my life. Every time you clock out of work, it's the start of your life, because this is the real part of your life. What do you choose to do with your free time that could put you up to the next level? And let me be honest and say, I have not done a damn thing to put me up to that next level. I go home every day and play Call of Duty, or I play video games. And it's an addiction that honestly, I just can't break myself out of. I don't know how. It's been a comfort thing for me since I was a child, but maybe that's what it is. I'm not a child anymore, you know, and I gotta just, it's a mental thing that you have to get over, which is, obviously I'm 24, but for some reason I still play games like I'm 14, you know? Like, for God's sakes, I'm a prestige master in Call of Duty. Prestige master. About to hit level 100. I've got dark matter. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know I don't touch any grass. The only reason I'm not fat is because I go to the gym. If I didn't go to the gym, because my diet ain't that great either. Let's keep it real. When I eat seafood, whatever I see, I eat. You feel me? So I be eating a lot of that seafood. You feel me? So if I didn't go to the gym and do calisthenics and all that stuff, brother, I'd be huge. You know what I mean? So it's, I gotta do better. That's what I'm saying. These videos might serve as a reflection for myself, even if they don't blow up or anything. Go back and watch these myself and just kind of be like, okay, this is where I was in February. Let's see where I am in April. You know what I mean? But, Jesus, this is the second half of my life, basically. The first half was working for some other guy, doing his finances, whatever, like usual. And now it's, holy shit, that is a huge wasp nest. Holy what? Yo, there's a huge wasp nest on that stop sign. I've lived over here for years. I've never seen it. And for some reason, it's busted open. I guess somebody just crushed it open, you know, so they wouldn't come back. And, you know, apparently that's a hack. If you crush a wasp nest while it's winter, they won't come back in the summer. I don't know how true that is. Personally, if that was my crib, I'd come back for vengeance. But yeah, I could try to figure out what I'm going to do with my life from here on out. Now, I've been thinking about doing like boxing lessons, just getting that extra cardio in, while also learning some self-defense, just in case I got to whoop some ass. I'm thinking about going hiking and going exploring. I live in upstate New York. There's a lot of shit to explore. But yet again, I'm black. We don't do that. And I got to find people to do that with. I'm not going hiking dolo. I heard that's a big no-no if you're not experienced. I'm not trying to get lost. I live next to the Appalachian Trail. Knowing me, I'll fuck around and go on the Appalachian Trail and get snatched up by a skinwalker or something. Who knows? Not me, though. You feel me? Not me. So, yeah, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. And guarantee you, I'm going to go home, I'm going to turn my game on, and boom. Yet again, another 5 hours wasted that I could have turned my life around. Apply to some jobs, or just go out and touch some grass. The thing is, though, is I don't have any friends around here, so I don't know what different opportunities, but yet again, that's still my fault. It's my responsibility to go out there and find new opportunities. It's my responsibility to go out there and make a name for myself and do what I can for myself. I shouldn't be relying on mutuals. You know what I mean? I should be able to do this shit on my own. You know? So, I got to start brainstorming some ideas or something I can do for when I go home. I can start busting some shit out. You know? But that's why I'm making these YouTube videos, man. You know? I'm just bored. Might as well as just talk my head out on something and just post it and see what other people got to say, because usually I'm just listening to music. And don't get me wrong, I love listening to music, but it gets boring after a while. And podcasts are cool, but I can't be listening to niggas speak for too long. That shit'll start messing with my head too. Like on some Theo Vaughn shit. I can't listen to Theo Vaughn. Like, Theo Vaughn's cool, amazing guy, but I can't listen to Theo Vaughn all day. I can't listen to another podcast I like is called Other People's Lives, OPL. Now that's a podcast I can listen to all day because some of the shit I hear on there is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous what I'm hearing on OPL. So, crazy enough, this video might well be over like 30, 45 minutes. I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that really just don't care and will listen to this whole thing. And there's some people with short attention spans like me that'll watch it for like 5 minutes and be like, nope, no, not for me. But yo, man, if you enjoy the content, please put something in the comments below. You don't need to subscribe, honestly. I really don't care. You can subscribe, not subscribe. Go check out my TikTok. I don't post anything on there that's half as deep as what's on here, but I might say something funny every now and then. But yeah. Upstate New York. I don't know if you guys can see from the windows behind me, but these are just all trees and they ain't a damn building. I miss New York City, man, but what I don't miss is everybody double parking, man. Woo. Like being raised in the Bronx, especially like in the ghetto part of the Bronx, because not every part of the Bronx is ghetto. If you're watching this for the first time, if you ain't ever been to the Bronx, not every part of the Bronx is ghetto. But when you grow up in the ghetto part of the Bronx, and then you move up out here, it's a big culture shock. How quiet it is, people saying good morning to you, no traffic. Like, the most traffic you'll get is at 5 when everybody's coming out of work and out of school. And that's it. Might delay you like 20 minutes. Yo, in New York City, real talk, if you could be going from the tip of Brooklyn to the west side of Manhattan, which theoretically shouldn't take you too long, it'll take you an hour and a half. And you could walk or take the train there back and forth 3 times before I even get across the bridge. Maybe that's a drag. Before I get to the west side, depending on what bridge you're taking. Funny enough, the Manhattan Bridge, that shit is always empty. Like, nobody takes that bridge because it drops you off in the middle of Canal Street. And then, like, what you doing over there with your car, for real? Ain't no parking over there, But I do be going to this bar. It's called Winnie's. Shout out to Winnie's karaoke bar in downtown New York, in Lower East Side. Shout out to Winnie. Shout out to the bartenders over there. They're real chill. But yeah, man, I've got to brainstorm some ideas. I'm just over here yapping back and forth to y'all. I got to brainstorm some ideas on what I can do. Yo, some of y'all drop some brainstorming ideas in the chat. I've been thinking about making like beats or something just out of boredom. But what I really want to do is I want to make a dembow song. I want to make a dembow song because, one, I feel like it doesn't require any lyricism. My Spanish is good enough to make a dembow song, honestly. It really is. And I feel like that'll just get you popping real quick. So I'm gonna learn how to make a dembow song. That's what I'm gonna do, actually. I'm gonna have to make a list of things that I want to try out. Just a list of things that I want to try out, man. Because, yo, I am bored as fuck at home.
We officially made it home, y'all. We got this celebratory spliff. And I'm going to pull out that laptop and we're going to start looking for stuff. Applying to new jobs. Make that dembow beat. We're going to do everything. Because the future is in our hands, bro. So hit that like button. Yes, you got to subscribe. Yes, you got to comment. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Peace.